Alrighty then. Greetings and salutations, everyone! It is I, Lance Corporal Anime Guy, back again, once again. We're doing another episode of Curse of Strahd to our lovely, lovely audience on my channel and to the Religious Nerd Squad channel as well. Please, my player characters, introduce yourselves one at a time, please.
I am Diva Night Rose Goldsmith. I am playing Elcincia Intorica, ambassador from Baldur's Gate and Boulder Great Renown. With me is Mama Night Rose.
Yo.
Yeah.
Mongo.
What clap?
Yeah.
Me Mongo.
For those of you old enough to get that reference, you're welcome.
I'm Chelsea Bunny. I'll be playing Sheer Evergreen, and I'm made into a VTuber model.
And
Also, I play games on Twitch. It's called Chelsea Bunny 3.
And I am sorry, I am just gushing right now because she literally turned my character concept into a VTuber model. I am just tickled pink right now.
Funny thing is, I was going to do yours first, but I'm like, that's a lot of work. So I did mine.
It's okay. I'm still amazed, nonetheless.
Alright.
Alright, who's next? Do not be shy.
I'll go. I'm Servant of God 777. I will be playing Soldar El Bond, the Divine Soul Sorcerer. And before anyone asks, yes, metagaming is half my shtick because my character can do it.
I am Miss Serena. I will be playing Zaretta Raylon, the Archfiend's Warlock.
I am Rise Khan. I will be playing the Tiefling Paladin for Lathander, Aurelius Dawnlight.
If they're looking for me, just tell them I'm grabbing the cat.
Savant, you're up.
Oh, okay. Hey, I am Idiot Savant, and I will be playing Anna Rosanova, Barovian human, who's also a ranger.
And before anyone asks about her username, she chose it and she's explained its purpose. If you ever want to know, ask in the comments and you'll probably find out.
Why did you chose that name?
Chaos and confusion, my job here is done.
Good point.
I
Understandable. Good day.
mean, there are worse reasons to pick a name, and that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Alright,
Sorry about that. Get the
no
cat.
worries. No worries. And now, with introductions out of the way, we shall begin where we left off last session. We are currently with two separate groups of characters. One set of characters going to a lovely inn called the Rose Inn, and the other half going to the church.
I'm sorry.
For the Morning Lord.
I hate to be that guy right now, but it's the Red Rose Inn.
Red Rose Inn, my bad. Sorry.
It's okay, you remember.
Still a bit of a scatterbrain because I also have all the books and whatnot. Not in my...
Okay.
Anyways,
It's okay.
we shall begin with Adarnian, Elcincia, Zaretta, and Vaseli as they are walking to this inn. And his backpack is heavily loaded with items that he intends to sell to the establishment's patron. He then the three of you see him knock on the door as a slide comes to the side. It is that of a man with eyes piercing through it.
What?
Ah, Mongo, my man! I come here to deliver to your mistress the goods that our Lord Strahd had provided for her, as per the agreement of the deal that she had made with him.
Give it here.
I'm sorry, Mongo, but I had to. He ordered me to deliver these personally. If I I must say.
You tell Mongo no?
Not necessarily, Mongo. Just, I need to speak to your mistress face to face. Business as per usual.
Hmm. You wait. As Mongo slams the door in your face.
Seems pleasant.
Give him a minute. He'll be out in just a jiff. He's just always like that because he's protective of the ladies of this house. He endured a bit of trauma when he saw one of the folk being a bit rough with his mother.
Tutorial!
Oh,
You
yes.
got people!
All right, Mongo. I'm coming down. Tell me, who's at the door?
Tall
It is
man.
It is I, Vasily.
Oh. Let him in.
You sure?
I assure you, Mongo, he's one of the good ones. Just like you are.
Okay.
And as the door opens, you see this very tall man that's a bit bare-chested. He has long hair and looks that of a barbarian from Conan. And this is the man that you see before you, named Mongo. Ah, Mongo! How are you doing, my mate?
Oh, you.
Oh, it is I, Vasily, the one who does tribute to and fro from the village for our Lord Strahd and your mistress. These are my lovely escorts. This is Ananian. It is a pleasure to meet you, good Sir Mongo. Elsetsia?
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And last but not least, the lovely Serena.
Hello, pleasure.
You wait here.
Very well.
You, with me.
And he's pointing to Vasily.
Ah, of course. Vasily,
You too. No funny business.
Excuse me, I would never.
Good. Don't do. Stay here. Sit. You, with me.
Okay, Mongo. I'm following. He then walks into the in through the door.
Do we introduce this particular character, or what do you want to do?
Oh yes, we shall then. It is then that as Vasily makes way for the other individuals, you all see a woman with some hair and some with short hair around the base of her chin, as well as a couple of scars along her face.
They look like burn marks, and she has mismatched eyes. Very clearly, one of them went blind. She's still very beautiful, but you can one look at her and you realize she is dangerous. And she's wearing both leather armor and a very elaborate dress in various shades of red, and she's got like this Japanese style pipe in between. She's holding between in her hands.
And she's a very good guard.
This is Sophie.
Sophie,
I have. Oh,
her name Titera. It's a Romanian
Titera.
string name.
Right. Titera, I have come to deliver the goods as Master Strahd has instructed. Can we take this to your office?
I would prefer we take this out to the back, as I need to do a proper demonstration for these particular wares.
Very well then.
She then looks around and sees Soretta, Elsensia, and Anarian. She then quickly grabs a rifle and she literally grabs a pepper box gun and then points it at Anarian. You there.
Oh my! What have I done to deserve such treatment?
Listen here, Knife Ear. If I so much as see any funny business from you, you are not only going to get kicked out, but you're going to get kicked out and put into an 8-foot box buried 6 feet under. Is that clear?
Dare I say, you people are very xenophobic for some reason. What, seriously, what is your beef with elves and vampires here?
Mongo, kill him now.
No, Mongo. I'm threatening him.
Oh. Mongo, kill him later.
Please, Mongo, I mean no harm. I'm just confused as to this obvious hostilities.
Listen carefully, you piece of horse shit. The last time one of your kind came into this establishment, he trampled on my flower garden. I refuse to let that happen again. So if I so much as see a hungry glance from you, or so much as, shall we say, an unwanted advancement towards one of my flowers, then
Mongo kill you.
You could say that. Yes, Mongo will kill him. Yes. And believe you me, being gored by that particular boar is not pleasant.
I must say I understand, but seriously, again, what have I done in particular to be awarded such treatment?
It's your kind. As I said before, the last time we had elves entertain my flower garden and entertain elves, they trampled all over them. I will not have that happen. If you make one wrong move, then you're done for. I will be the one to prove you're done for. I can put a spell on you and you're done for. Boy, you better run or soon you will be done for.
D&D the musical.
I see and understand the rules of the premises. I only have eyes for one woman. He then quickly puts an arm around Osensia, and that is her.
Yes, I can vouch for him. He would never. Good. Keep your pet on a tight leash, girl. Although, you better be careful around here, pretty thing. Men do not take kindly to women who like to show off. Oh.
He then whispers into Osensia's ear. I take it that that's the people here are a bit more off than when we last went to one of these types of establishments, my dear.
Well, last I checked, Ceres's Caress was a lot more open establishment. Apparently this is much more closed.
Indeed. Anywho, let us check out the wares I had brought to ya, miss. Please do lead the way. After all, it's your house, of course.
Okay, so Mongo directs them to the door, and she leads them to the backyard. And it's obviously been a nicely arranged flower garden, but very clearly there have been some holes where a majority of the flowers are residing.
You all then see Vasily go through his very large and over-encumbered backpack. And he takes out 3 very long-armed weapons. These are what I call the elephant's kiss. He then places it on what looks like a picnic table.
Tatera then picks up one of the guns. It's still too heavy.
But this is for those that you personally trust at the establishment, Tatera. The ones I have for your ladies are these, of course. He then brings back, he opens up his...
just to note, Mongo just picked up one of the guns and started spinning it.
Mongo, please be careful with that. The trigger's very sensitive.
Toy.
You don't want it to blow off your head now, do ya? Please be careful. Anyway, sorry. Oh, sorry,
He's-
go on.
She's just repeat your line.
Little toy.
It's not a toy there, Mongo, but thankfully that's not loaded. Ugh. He then uses his left hand to pull a clip off of his cloak and opens it up to see the inside of his robe, and it shows a lot of pepperbox guns that they look very ornately made. This is what I'm offering your flowers to Terra. He then pulls all of them out of his out of their spaces and places them on the table before readjusting his cloak back to its original place. These are what would be for your little flowers, so to say.
She then picks up another pepper box. A little lighter than expected, but they might be able to do, but I need to see these in action. You then all hear the sound of a quaking dragon and a voice going, "Pies! Get your pies here!"
Oh no, you don't mean to shoot her, do you? Do you,
Not
Tatara?
her. Oh, not her specifically, but I did warn her the next time she was around my premise. If I so much as smelled her wares around. Okay, sorry, I can't English. Hold on. I'm not going to kill her, Vasily, but I do have to make good on my threat about if I smelled her wares around here again.
The sound of what appears to be a 9mm lead bullet flies out of the pepper box, and as it flies through the air and through the garden, the creaking of the wagon suddenly stops and collapses within on itself. The axle having been shot.
Oh, you bitch! I'll have your head for this! No, Mongo, you do not want to eat those. Trust me, you don't.
Huh. That's a pretty nice shot. Better than when I had to help Asetsia out back at the mansion.
Offering aid to these fine offering aid. So offering aid to these particular flowers, are you?
To be fair to Tara, Lady Amelia wasn't happy I stepped onto her premises. In fact, I think she went mad, which, thankfully, she is no more.
Evidently so, especially given that you brought to me Corvinus and Liza rescue arms. I had been hoping to get my hands on some of these. And yes, these are fine quality, but some of these are still a little too heavy, but that's not something that the more stronger girls can't handle. So yes, I will say that you fulfilled your end of the bargain.
He then nods. Well, if you ever need any readjustments, you can always ask little Anna for help. I'm sure she'll be more than happy to help you personally customize them to fit your flowers' needs a bit better. These were more so mass production units from my wares shop.
I see. So I'm going to hope that hold on one second, guys.
Okay.
Wrong thing.
Oh, hold still.
Sorry about
It's fine.
Remind me where I stopped originally.
Mongo, no, kill him.
Thank you, Mongo. I appreciate it, and the business between me and your mistress.
Although, if our lovely ladies want to have a small tour of the house, I wouldn't be opposed. After all, they definitely look like they're wondrous flowers in bloom, if I do say so myself. She then saunters over to Soretta and then just starts and just quickly gently caresses her face in a teasing manner.
Hands off, lady. I'm not interested in women.
Oh, I'd say you're missing out, dearie. But I will respect your... But, unlike pigs, I will respect your boundaries. And very evidently, that other one there is very clearly taken, which is a shame, really.
Did you just try to think of a fast one for my dear Elsitzia here, miss? Anarin asked, pretty perturbed at that.
And then Elsensia's like, apologies, but while yes, women are beautiful, I just don't find an attraction in them. More's the pity for you. Shame I couldn't win over Anna's heart, but then again, Sonia has actually proven to be quite amorous as of late.
You think we could keep your love life on the down low there, Tatara?
Fine. But
I swear your misogyny is a lot worse than Amelia's sometimes. But you're more public about it.
Well, I have to give those boars a lesson that the next time they come into my flower garden and try to trample on my flowers, they need a very painful reminder of what happens when you try to upturn the soil and expose the roots.
Then at the very least just kill them if that's all. The village needs at least a good number of men to help repopulate the damn place.
Well, there's only two things men are useful: being meat shields and making children. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never encountered a proper madam of a brothel, this is how they act.
I thought brothel was a bra.
No, brothel is effectively the same. Brothel is where like legal prostitution in some places happens.
It's okay, I thought bras were battle-ready armor, so, you know.
Nah. You can blame Codename Kids Next Door for that, but moving on.
Anyways, back on track.
Oh yes, Mongo, Stella is feeling a bit needy, so if you wish to, take care of her.
Mongo, go. Stella. Where's that?
Upstairs, second door to the right, your usual place.
Stella!
Anarnian just looks at him and is like, well, that certainly happens. But if I may, Miss Tatara, why do you more so hate that old lady I heard in the distance?
If you knew exactly the creature that she helped create, you would understand why. In fact, you can thank her for the reason why she walks the streets at night, and why I've been losing clients.
She, as in a vampire murderer?
Yes, I'm talking about that little whelp dressed in gold, and the occasional blood, and the occasional innards of unsuspecting fool.
All right, I want Elsitzia to roll a insight check.
Give me 1 second.
Well, Elsitzia and Osreda.
Okay. Actually, I need a minute. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay.
Okay.
I gotta move a chat.
Kitties.
So is that 1d20?
Yes, insight is a 1d20. I'm gonna roll
Okay.
for Narnian, which is unfortunately a +1.
I mean, unfortunately.
Well, he rolled a 9.
Sheer looks at gun. I know Sheer's not in the scene,
Oh,
but
damn, I got a nat 20.
Nice!
Was
Yeah.
9-15.
Now we're just waiting on Diva.
Okay. I think like this mall took me like that
waiting.
grade took me like
took me like morning to finish, and I finished in the afternoon.
Dang.
Decorating.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask, how do you do those models?
It's like color editing.
Hey, I'm back. I had to move a cat before the big one got angry.
Of course.
No worries. You're the last
And
one
I'm
that
afraid
needs to
that Mama Night Rose. I'm afraid that Mama Night Rose now needs to go to bed. So,
Ooh.
enjoy the guest cameo of my mother.
Fun.
Thank you, Mama Night Rose. Have a good night.
Mhm.
Thank you, Mrs. Night
Hey.
Rose. Have a good night.
Have a good
Good night.
I'll relay your regards to her, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Hey.
Okay.
You are
Well, remind me of what did I have to roll again? Sorry about that.
insight. You are the last one that
Insight.
needs to roll insight.
Like I said, my bad.
It is alright.
Hold on 1 second. I need to pull up my new stats. +4. Okay. +19. Holy crap.
Yay!
Oh,
So,
the bot's not being a bot. Yay! We might actually have a usable one.
Damn it, servant, you just jinxed it.
Isn't it?
But, anyways.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anarnian is just super confused as to who she might be thinking. However, Miss Soretta and Miss Osetsia, though, however, might have a distinct feeling they might know who this person is that Tatera disdains.
Would
is-
that happen to... forgive me, but would that happen to be a little Miss, Valenta? Katera then quickly covers her mouth. You so much whisper her name here? I will gut you. I don't care that you're a flower.
Whoa, easy there, madam. Surely the mention of the first name couldn't be that, needing that much brutality, could it?
Well, given the level of brutality that she's done my clients and my customers, it's only fair that I equal it in kind. But then again, I do have that little wretch to thank for being my inspiration to actually gut every last pimp that was here before I became madam.
If this is a private thing, then perhaps you have an office that we could discuss this further?
Gladly. Come on in. But obviously you have to go through the main tavern area, and as you go through the main tavern area, you see a bunch of girls dressed in different shades of red with a ribbon wrapped around the neck.
Oh my.
And then of course, Tatera winks at a platinum blonde-looking one that just winks back at her.
I cannot help but notice how well these women seem to be in Miss Tatera. You definitely are different compared to places I have seen and masters I've had.
She then closes the door behind everyone and then locks it. Understand this. Before I took control and before I unleashed my pet on every single pig that ran this establishment, those girls here were used, abused, and outright tortured, and some still have the scars to prove it. She somewhat gestures to the scars all over her body. Anarian then winces and very clearly sympathizes because he was once in that situation.
Vasily then, also nods. Yeah, it was, not pretty, so to speak. In fact, I was, surprised when I had, passed by and heard a lot of screaming. She, gave me a couple gold coins to, look the other way.
Indeed, she does. But then again. Indeed, I do. But then again. They needed to be taught a lesson, and a lesson needed to be made for all of Barovia to hear. That if I so much as hear, sorry, I can't English at the moment, sorry. But if I so much as hear a pig trying to gouge out a flower, I will gut them the same way that you slaughter a pig for dinner. And then I will have their insides and their carcass feeding offering fresh fertilizer to my garden so the flowers can finally grow.
You mean that literally or figuratively feeding your flowers, as in your human companions, the remains? Or do you just mean actually turning these people into fertilizer?
I'll leave that to determine what you think.
You then see Vasily lean over to Anarian. You'll think they're cannibals? Anarian just whispers back, I have no idea, and I do not wish to find out.
Just for the record, she's just being vague just to scare them. Okay.
Right.
But they don't know that.
Go figure.
But yes, all those mounds of dirt in the back where all those flowers are growing. Yeah.
Well, it's called pushing up daisies for a reason, people.
It is then that Anarian brings her back on track. Though you said that you... So, how do you seem to know Miss Valenta a bit too personally, if I may ask?
I guess you could say I had a peek into her mind. And if she was suffering from that before I came along, then I can only imagine just how dismal her life must have been. Oh, and there were a few notable individuals that were on her murder spree. And it's one of the reasons why the current burgomaster is terrified of this news getting out.
What do you mean, Ismark? You had nothing to do with it. That was an ancestor from a century ago. He's not like that man.
Well, who's to say that, man's nature always ends up proving themselves to be no different than a pig.
So can women's, apparently.
But if you are so morbidly curious... yes, Serena?
No, I felt myself about to fall asleep about a second. I almost snored. I caught myself.
It's okay. She then pulls out what looks like a makeshift diary. Very, very clearly old, like almost 100 years old in the look of it. If you're so morbidly curious about the woman that walks these streets at night, I'm willing to let you borrow them, but I expect that back.
Duly noted, Anarian replies as he takes the journal and hands it to Elsensia.
Do you want me to read it? Do you want me to...
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
It is then that Anarian just whispers, My love, I hate to say this, but she is scaring me. What about you, Miss Soretta?
I'm curious about her deal. I want to know more about this Valenta person.
Okay, here I go. I saw another child from my shared bedroom. I saw her with what looked like one of those hussies that the sisters of the Morning Lord said are sinful. They sell themselves to get money for food, coin, or both. I don't get it. Perez is always harvesting crops and selling it cheaply to the villages, and that devil... Sorry, can I English? They sell themselves to get money for food, coin, or both. I don't get it. Perez is always harvesting crops and selling it cheaply to the villages, and even to that devil of Ravenloft. They even make sure those shipments are protected, at least a docile population. Why do so many women bring their unwanted children here? And it's then that Elsensia notes that there's some tear stains on the page.
That seems very odd, don't you think, Miss Sarata? Why would she be crying over women that she seems to have a disdain for or talk to?
I don't think it's the women she's crying for.
Do you think it is over the children these women are leaving behind?
Yes.
And Elsensia nods in agreement. She then turns the page. Honestly, as much as I want to be adopted, I want to prove the women of this land wrong. Maybe one day I'll marry a man from Berez. I've heard they always are adopting children, and the men are faithful to their wives. House Lazarescu is known to forbid hussies from stepping foot on their farmland unless they wish to switch trade. Maybe if I run away to them, I could get adopted. Maybe one day I could even marry a faithful man, be a good woman of harp and have home and have children of my own.
That seems very hopeful. It almost brings a tear to my eye.
Judging from the fact that this is someone who ends up becoming a bride of Strahd, I'm a little nervous reading on.
I sort of expect it, my dear. What about you, Miss Serena? Serena sees Anarnia getting a bit nervous as this goes on.
We want to get to the bottom of this. We need to continue. You can't just stop now. We're too far in.
And we just barely scratched the surface.
Right.
I met a young boy today. He looked so sad. Alec, I think his name was. I tried to cheer him up, but he didn't seem to want to talk. So I sat next to him and rested my head against his shoulder. He seemed to at least tolerate my presence. He seemed nice, just a little introverted.
Introverted? That seems like a very high level of word knowledge.
Clearly she must have gotten an education because she knows how to read and write.
Yes.
Probably from the orphanage, from whatever orphanage she came from.
Mr. Faselli, is there an orphanage in this place? Oh, yeah. It's about a couple of blocks down the street next to the church. I know the ladies there. They're very pretty and whatnot, but just not my type, obviously.
Entry 4. My friend ran away from the orphanage. I saw another person in the forts and I heard a scream. When the sister and I went to go find him, he was drained of every fluid in his body save for, as you can tell, something got scratched out. He smelled so bad when we found him, and when we buried him, I cried so hard.
That's when Vasily and Anarnian's faces pale as they sort of see where that is leading.
I'm 12 years old now, and a man was looking to adopt a little girl and was looking us over. Oh, I hope I get to be the one adopted today.
Sarada's face turns grim.
A
Does
tradesman.
Sarada or Astarion notice?
Anarian.
Narian, sorry.
It's okay. I don't want Wizards of the Coast getting on my ass.
Meh.
You alright, Sarada? You alright, Sarada?
Reading. Just keep reading.
Okay.
I'd say... Oh, sorry. I say Anarni and Vasily don't notice, unfortunately.
Okay. A tradesman adopted me. I'm currently at his house and about to go to bed. I'm so excited to be part of the family. His wife was so lovely and their daughter was so nice.
It is then that Vasily just sort of shrinks into himself as if he feels like a bit of pain within his own soul. She sounds a lot like my daughter, so full of life.
Athalia, my new big sister, is acting weird. Call me crazy, but ever since that old hag came around selling those pies, her, Dad, and Mom have been acting odd. There's something wrong with their eyes.
And then, of course, Alcensia looks up at Tatera and is like, "Are you sure this is the same pie lady?" Basically, that's her eyes asking the question. She's like, "Yes." And there's the factor that, well, that entry was from over 100 years ago. So I have full right to not want that particular woman around my establishment. But do continue, because the tragedy is just about to unfold. She then takes a long, long drag from her Japanese-style pipe. Oh, Vasily, quick reminder, I am going to have to request another shipment of that tobacco from the Vistani.
All right, Miss, I'll see what. All right, Mr. Terra, I'll see what I can do. He then pulls out like what could be considered a tradesman notebook and starts writing it down. Hopefully, Madam Eva has some new pipe weed. That'll be good. I heard that her shipment from the Shire should be in about a week or two. He then closes his book. He then closes his sorry. He then closes his merchant book and puts it into one of his many pockets.
South Farthing, my favorite. Sonia seems to like it too.
LSD is one hell of a drug.
Then of course, Alcensia then really notices that there's a ton of tear stains on this particular page.
Alcensia, are you all right? Anarnian asks.
Alcencia's like, I'm almost hesitant to read this. And then
Sorry.
Sold. I was sold to. Oh God, Hans is the most evil man they could have sold me to. I should have said anything, told them anything.
With this, everyone sees Vasily and Anarnia just shoulders just dragged down as if they were weighed down. Oh my. I think the next time I see Miss Valenta, I should probably give her a hug if she promises to not gut me like a rabid animal.
Also, right now, I would caution you to not put your hands on her, or to keep your distance from her.
True, Miss Serena, but I think we could all assume where this is going, and she could use all the hugs she could get.
And then,
The question is, would she be in a state of mind to be receptive?
And then, of course, Tatera then pikes up. In case you're curious, Hans was the not too distant cousin of a burgomaster from over 100 years ago. He got away with so much shit just because of whom his relation was.
But does your hate for Ismark have anything to do with this, though, Tatera? That seems a bit wrong of you.
Oh, you'll understand once you get to the final entry.
Oh boy.
So, then of course Alcencia reads,
10 silver pieces. 10 silver pieces a day. I'm 14, and this scumbag wants me to sell myself for 10 silver pieces a day. I guess the only saving grace is that the morons are brainless, as if they don't have any souls. They're just nothing more than constructs.
Teresa's face goes dark. He goes quiet upon listening to that. She knew where this story was headed.
Sorry.
Elsensia just basically her fingers are just clenching over these makeshift diary pages. She's feeling rage over the fact that this little girl was hurt this bad. And it's reminding her of the fact that she had to interview someone in her position to try to catch the scumbag that she was once engaged to. Or should I say, the scumbag of which she was engaged to, if I want to be grammatically correct.
You two are right. Vasily asks as he notices the Elsensia and Strahd start to become sort of, in their own quiet way, enraged.
Miss Rena?
Continue.
Hans, I swear to whatever god or devil will listen, I will make you pay for everything you've done to me. You made me bleed. You took the only thing I had left of myself, and for that, I'll kill you. 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 I'll kill you!
Well,
That is enough, Elsensia.
He's like a Mexican soap opera in here.
I'm sorry, say that again, Miss Serena?
That is enough, Elsensia. Her staff, Zoretta's glaive, starts to glow with power.
Well, Miss Serena. I get you're starting to get angry. Just calm down. There's people in this house, and you don't want to set it on fire.
Do not touch me.
Like, Vasily wasn't even trying to, but he just pulls back a bit more.
And then, of course, Tatera's like, if you need to take your rage out on something, I have a perfect target for you. I have a perfect target for you.
Mm-hmm. What do you have in mind?
Pretty much direct that anger at that old bat that likes to come around here. Threaten her, do whatever you like. But make sure that she remembers the lesson that she should never come near the Red Rose Inn without consequence.
Done.
Good. Like I said, just keep her alive. But just alive enough to remember to remember that. To remember my past warning to her.
Vasily then turns to Elsensia. Please tell me that's the last entry, mate. I don't think I want to hear anymore.
I'm afraid there's one more page. If you don't want me to read it, I won't have to, Soretta.
That is enough. I get the picture.
So, and then of course, Tatera then pipes up, well, just a note. Her last kill before she became a vampire was the previous burgomaster, previously known as... Hold on, I had the name in here somewhere. Give me 1 second. Hold on. She was basically her last kill before she became a vampire was Burgomaster Andrei Borovich. The Burgomaster, the Ismark Kolyanovich's grandfather. She then puts the pipe to her mouth and with a smirk. He's so desperate to try to bury that tidbit, and so did Kolyan with all those good deeds he did around the place, but that doesn't lessen the shit stain that his grandfather left behind. A stain that I had to clean up.
So, you think that two men who saw the sins of their father and grandfather are not worth, at the very least, anything at all? Just because you had to clean up a mess that their many times grandfather started.
Well, well, the true form of any man is a pig, and it's only a matter of time before they are attracted to shit the same way pigs are. They're all just pigs in human clothing, after all. I only count you and Mongo as the good ones because you're useful to me. But even then, I still keep you on a tight leash because, well... I at least have an understanding that there are some things I need pigs for, and I will make use of them.
Right. I believe if we're all done here, we should probably head back to the others.
Indeed, our business is concluded.
Isn't that silly? Just touch to quickly walk out.
Oh, and by the way, tell your master that despite my attempts, I could not get him what he really wanted, because by the time I did, it was already too late.
I understand, and I will make note of it. He then leaves the establishment in a hurry. That was peculiar. What was this deal you made with, Strahd?
He made me an offer I couldn't refuse. That's all I can say on the matter.
I see then. We should probably head back to the others, Sir Elsensia. Best not to keep the boss of the place company too long.
I normally would delight in such a devilishly delightful company in regards to meeting a fellow femme fatale, but even then, I'm afraid I must take my leave. What do you say, Soretta?
Let's.
And then, of course, Tatera's like, oh, by the way, I want that back. Oh, right. She then quickly hands over the diary, but then she catches the last page. And of course, this makes her feel sick. Ooh. Just like her, every single pig that I've gutted deserved to die. I would say that it was a matter of time before they were gutted and slaughtered. I can't say I blame you for your opinions, but I will quickly say, not every man is a pig, and not every girl is a flower, and not every woman is a flower. I've seen my fair share of evil from both. 'Tis a shame. I think had you also included the fairer sex into your preferences, we could have been friends. I think you want more than friends, Tatera, and I'm afraid that this conversation is to come to a close. Your loss. But then again, my gain in regards to Sonia. Good for you. And then, of course, Elsensia just runs out of there.
I believe everyone sort of runs out of there. Miss Soretta, how are you feeling?
Disgusted. Very.
Anarnian then looks up as you all and leave the establishment. You just see Vasily just puking up a storm. Oh gods.
I got a few herbs for that if you're interested, Vasily.
He then raises a hand. No, I'm quite fine, miss. Oh. Had I known what had happened to her. Oh god. like you just see Vasily just like in a state of wretchedness because he's seen Valenta and has had some quiet conversations with her, but it's clear that he had missed something throughout his entire life, and he now found that out that Valenta had tried to hide.
Well,
At least from your guys' perspective.
are you sure you don't need some medicine or
Like I said, I'm fine, Miss Osetsia. It's just I've known Miss Valenta as he wipes the vomit from his on his sleeve. I've known Miss Valenta for 25 years or more, and all I could say is that she's, well, technically a very emotionally unstable woman. She's always been kind to me and to Master Strahd. It's just this is the first time I'm hearing of what turned her into what she was.
or in this case, turned her into what she is.
Right. Anyways, I don't think I'll be needing an escort anymore, for the time being. There is a actual inn in the town if you need directions. It is. I'm sorry. Let me check my map real quick. He then just fumbles his map out of his pocket. There's the Blood of the Void Tavern at the center of the that you can go to.
Good. I think we shall resupply there, and hopefully we might be able to. I think after reading that, we do need a bit of a drink. Knowing that Soldar and Vladislav are not gonna let us. Share a bottle with me, Saretta?
Yes, gladly.
All right. As this group begins to walk towards the
And then, of course, just a quick note. Oh, and love, if you need a sup on my blood, you're gonna have to do it away from unprying eyes when we finally got some beds to sleep in.
Yes, of course, my dear. Though I don't think I'll be drinking anything tonight after hearing all that.
Are you sure you're not hungry after that?
I'm sure. I'm sure, my love. It is then that as the four of you.
Technically, the three of us, since Vasily's left.
Yeah, as the three of you, I take it the three of you are heading towards the inn, or are you going to head towards Vladislav, where Vladislav and the others are?
I think Elsensia and Soretta really need that drink after eating all that.
All right, as three of you start to walk towards the inn, you notice an old lady and a rather young woman next to her, and you just see the old lady just a little frustrated, but happy that this nice young lady is helping her out. Oh, I do say, dearie, I just don't deserve you. And it is a woman with strawberry red hair, and she seems to be a bit of a good craftsman, as she's seen fixing up the axle that was shot out.
Oh, does Soretta want to try to do what Era told her to do?
Yes. I'm sorry if my responses are a bit slow. I'm trying to fight it back.
It's okay.
No
do you need some tea?
Yes.
Well, make yourself a cup, okay?
All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
All right. Savant, do you want to roleplay with the old lady a bit? Savant?
Sure. Oh, sorry, I got lost.
Okay.
No, yeah.
It is right. It's the old lady said, "Oh my dear, I just don't deserve you.
Quite alright.
I must say, Tatera has been threatening me over the past week if I ever so stepped closer, but this is my usual route. She didn't have to shoot up my bloody axle."
It's fine, but then again, I guess suggest you find a new one for your own safety.
True, but these old bones just can't walk all the way around her property. You see, I'm just getting there in years.
So unfortunately, I would think it'd be best if you refrain from selling pies for now, or try and find a new way of income.
But this is the only way I could make my income. It is what helped me survive all this long.
Maybe removing a certain ingredient would help you.
Oh my dear. Oh my dear, if only you could have met Isabella and Ophelia. The three of you would have made great friends, or at the very least, be great at making bakery sweets together. I will take your advice and take your piece of critique under advisement.
She just nods, then just proceeds to start walking away. See you sometime later.
Very well, miss. Oh, hello there, dearies. Would you like some pie? Or cookies or anything?
Is this, do you, Miss Rena's still missing, just a heads up.
Okay, no worries. No, I don't think I will, miss. Thank you very much. We should probably be on our way. Elsitia, what do you say?
I'm gonna have to, like I said, we're putting put a pin in that for now because we'll do that as a transition point while we wait for Miss Rena to get back.
Very well then. We shall then switch as
because Miss Rena says that she wants to fulfill Tatera's request of shaking up her pie selling business.
Right.
Then so I guess for now we can follow the Kolyan Ismark and Irina's Ismark and Irina and Aurelius and Cher and Soldar while they're trying to prepare the body for burial.
Very well then. Just let me get my book, my guide to there real quick.
I didn't butcher the meeting, did I?
No, you're
It's
fine.
usually like this.
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
Okay.
if you want to start heading over to the Irina and Ismark's home, you can do that. So basically, I can picture Elsensia holding back Zaretta and Anarian from attacking the old lady until the witness has left. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, as soon as she heard some people approaching, she would actually move faster.
Yeah. So she's walking over to the Burgomaster's mansion because she has some deliveries for them. Not realizing she's stepping into a funeral, or at least preparations for a funeral.
All right. It is then at the Burgomaster's mansion that everyone has come to a area that would be technically considered a barn and a small workshop, and it has the caskets of Ismark and Irina's father.
Kolyan Indirovich.
Kolyan Indirovich is written upon its wooden frame. Well, this is my father.
Do you want Soldar? Do you want to ask what funeral rites do we have to perform, or does Aurelius want to ask that?
I'll ask. So, how do these funeral rites tend to go about, anyway?
Oh, they are very simple. Typically, the father of the church, as the coffin is lowered into the ground, throws holy water upon upon the coffin as it is lowered into the ground. It is then reburied, and we all say a prayer to our patrons that the soul of the individual in question reaches the heavens where we shall all meet again.
Ah, fairly
And-
simple.
And then, of course, Irina brings up, unfortunately, given that we're trapped in a domain of dread, the soul oftentimes doesn't make it. They are reborn again and again and again.
That would
which gives
explain
me-
some of the rumors of this land.
Although, it at least gives me some comfort to know that I will one day see him again. Maybe in life, maybe another.
I just realized that means there's a chance that one lady we had to eliminate is potentially going to be reborn if we don't fix this land's curse. Oh joy!
It is then that there is a knock, and it is, of course, Anna again, but this time it is at the entrance of the barn. Oh,
Come to deliver the stuff you asked for.
Anna.
Anna, come in.
Alright, give me a sec, I gotta go to the restroom.
Oh boy.
Alright, it is then that Aelith, her white raven, begins to fly in as well and lands on her shoulder.
See you back in one piece.
Hey, Cher, do you want to talk to the Raven? Chelsea?
Come here, little bird. Yeah, I'm here. Come here, little birdie Raven. Can I talk you? I'm Strahd brain.
The Raven then looks at Cher and tilts his head to the side in not only confusion but also interest.
Talk to you too. Okay. I won't hurt you.
It then sort of does like a very elaborate raven-like bow to her.
Don't you mean Cher?
Yeah, to her.
Because you said Soretta just now.
He's
No,
used to saying
no, I
Soretta,
said-
got confused.
No, I said to her, as in to Miss Cher.
Okay, so the Raven does a bow to Cher.
Yeah. And the Raven says, "Hello there. It is not often that I get to speak to someone who can understand me."
It talks. The raven talks as a crow. The bird talks. It's a talking bird.
I'm back, by the way.
It is
I'm
then
talking to a crow that has magic and it making it confused. Like,
well, to be fair, sure. It's just because of your ability to talk to animals that you can hear its voice. It's just that everyone else just hears the squawking and the cawing.
Ah.
Well, that rune's made more of like a bork.
the bark.
Bork.
So, it is then that, Anna, I believe you deliver what exactly are you delivering?
Probably just some repaired, few repaired weapons and also some repaired jewelry too.
And whatever food you found in the woods, because that's where you were originally when the attack happened.
Yep, nice hefty sum of meat.
It is then that Ismark takes it and nods gladly. Thank you very much, Anna. It has been about a week.
She knows, she's like, oh, good.
It has been a week, but I am glad that you are still alright. You know you worry us every time you leave.
She shrugs, like, I can hold my own. And also, who are these new strangers around town?
Oh, when that vampire attacked our village, they had distracted him enough for our forces to repel to set up and repel the horde that he had brought.
I see. A shame
Is
I
it-
wasn't here for that.
Isn't that what a stop?
Thank
Nods
you.
to her.
Praise be to the Lord on the Broken Rock for that.
Isn't that Vladislav just speaks up? My name is Vladislav Lazarescu. These are my companions. That's Soldar over there.
Hello.
That's Aurelius. As he points to the tiefling with hordes in holy armor.
Hello.
And that's a share.
I
And then
run
share.
over to them and shake their hand. Unless they don't want me to touch their hand and shake the hand.
Well, with as soon as she hears Vadislav's last name, there's a slight hint of surprise, like in recognition, but she just immediately tries to go back to plain face. But once Cher tries to hold her hand, she doesn't mind, but actually lets out a soft smile. It's like,
Yay.
it's nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too.
If you have any problems with finding a place to stay, let me know. My place is pretty empty.
We may take you up on that one and let our other companions know who are out currently. I have a quick question. Miss Anna, why do you seem to recognize Vadislav's last name, his family name?
Is for a reason I cannot discuss.
Oh,
Is it
not
just-
again. My apologies, but every time I've heard that phrase while being here, we've run into more trouble.
Come on, Soldar. It could just simply be that she just recognizes my family name because Perez is probably well known, if I had to hazard a guess.
Soldar immediately turns his head and glares right at him. And what are the odds of that being right so far?
While they're talking, can I just like sneak out but leave Aelith there with them?
Roll a stealth check.
Okay, for you, Savant or
Uh-huh.
Anna.
I'll be right back myself.
Okay.
Better come back.
Is it a
I'll
one?
find you.
Your stealth check is a +2.
Is it a 1d20?
1d20 +2, yes.
Okay.
And if
And I'd say, given everyone there, you would have to beat a 15.
Random bullshit.
also as an idea,
She got a
if you
nat
wanna
20!
Oh my gosh.
She's like, you interrogated me on a very personal thing, and now I've gotten this guy upset. I shall now this peace sign disappear. you just hear the last thing she says, like, if you need me, tell Aelith, and then just disappears.
You
And then,
just
of course,
Kayla
like-
just be
and then, of
surprised
course,
while
it says,
Soldar immediately notices she's gone and proceeds to facepalm and then looks again and at Vladislav. You do realize this more than likely means I'm right?
You're always right.
that she just so happens to recognize my family name because apparently I come from this village called Berez.
How many? Consider how much trouble we just went into just with the death house, given the fact that you're related to everyone there. And then consider her reaction. The odds are we're not done with your family shenanigans.
and then of course, Aelith thinks to share.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw some of your. I think I saw some of your comrades over there harassing the pie lady. You might want to expedite that.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Do you want to tell the others, or
Yeah, I'm gonna go expect the pie lady. Stop bargaining during the pie lady.
Wait. Why are you going to pile a share?
Because she looks trouble and I want to help. I like helping people, even though I don't know them. They might be strangers. It might take me away.
Share, are the rest of our companions over there troubling the pie lady?
Yeah, they're troubling the pilot. I want to go stop them.
So,
Aurelius,
Sabrina, now
please go with her. I'll deal with everything here with Vladislav.
What was the guy's name? Ray's?
Aurelius.
Aurelius went to potty.
All right, that's right. He's not on the... I feel silly saying that now. Jeez.
okay,
I
so
thought you voice acted for him too.
okay, so quick scene change to where Soretta, Ilcencia, and Anarian have run into Morgantha.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, dearies. Would you like some pies and cookies and other baked goods? I sell them cheap.
We're not here to discuss business. We're more here to discuss the past.
Sir, her glaive glows with power, and she points it to the woman's face.
Oh my! What is the meaning of this?
How many?
I'm sorry?
How many children did you use or allow harm to come?
I don't know what you are talking about, miss. All I do is sell pies. Sure, I have two lovely daughters I had adopted, but they're I would never abuse them.
Does the name belong?
And of course, I'll say, like, I'm not so sure, because I distinctly recall a name Ophelia being brought up by your lips, and there was some rather incriminating evidence that suggested that she was happy with her family, but something happened that was your doing and resulted in her sister getting sold to a scumbag. I think you might know something about that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. If you look at the records, there are plenty of women named Ophelia named after my daughters. Those are common names here.
Really?
Yes!
I'm not too... And then, of course, Aldenarian's like, well, you see, I would buy that, but I'm not inclined to believe you because I happen to recognize the scent of a lie where I can hear it. Mostly because I'm a good liar myself.
Now tell us the truth, or else.
I am telling the truth. I don't know of anyone who goes by the name Valenta.
No, here's the thing. We didn't mention Valenta. You did.
Oh, busted.
I mean, I have met her parents. All I will say is that I had met this Valenta woman's. I had met Valenta's parents before, but I have nothing to do with that.
That they sold her?
What? No! No!
Bullshit.
And
someone, please help me! I'm being hurt.
Would you say that this is where Reyes? Are you here? Reyes?
Ray! Oh, for crying out loud, is his mic not working?
He's dead.
No.
Give me 1 second.
Where the heck you lying? Why you lying?
Ray, can you hear us?
Mm.
He might just be coming back in his room.
The arms of an angel.
Why you waiting?
Or in this case, there you'll sample Mrs. Lovett's meat pie, savory and sweet pie.
Yeah, I
That's
kind of
lovely.
suspected shenanigans.
I'm really kind of funk right now.
Hey Chelsea, can you message him real quick?
Okay.
It's like he just disappeared.
No.
Huh.
He does that all the time.
He has been DMing me a bit. I just figured he was doing it while stuck on the John, but... Hang on.
What'd he say?
He's almost back. Give him a sec.
Okay, well, I guess for now we can just, talk a little bit, maybe, while we wait for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Also,
I'm
guys,
making the model.
check.
remind me, did I say that? Did Morgantha? Did I mention Morgantha before that, or did I end up pulling a stupid, thinking I'm being clever?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
You
when-
didn't mention it while your character was talking, or I don't think while reading.
Oh,
You can double check though, because I could remember wrong.
okay. I was worried that when I mentioned Athalia, I might have accidentally mentioned Valenta, but then here I go saying that she didn't mention Valenta.
Yeah, you said Ophelia.
Okay, so I just said Ophelia. I didn't say Valenta.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was worried I kind of pulled a stupid.
Oh, it's all the names are tricky to pronounce.
Well, to be fair, when you're trying to write a story that's set in Romania, you kind of try to figure out the naming conventions.
And Romanian names are weird.
For the record, Barovia seems lightly inspired from Romania, considering that Curse of Strahd itself is inspired from Bram Stoker's Dracula. But but Reyes and I are also working on a project that's set in Romania.
You're
Okay.
alive!
So
I
the
didn't
pilot.
die.
So the pie lady. Okay, so you and Cher are rushing over because the pie lady's getting harassed by Soretta, Elsensia, and Anarian.
And Soldar had effectively, he said for you to please go with her so Cher wasn't running off to try and break him up alone. For obvious reasons.
I am man's defense's lady.
How do I fight these strangers?
Aurelius, your oath is to protect the innocent, is it not?
It is.
Tell you, I am.
Well, I'm afraid that she's the reason why a young girl got sold off to scumbags.
Oh.
I swear, I do not know nothing about this at all.
Test the pies.
Hi.
So, should I roll a perception check?
Yes.
Or do you want to? Okay,
Actually,
do you want Cher to roll an insight check, and do you want Aurelius to roll a perception check?
I'd say the people who are going to be rolling for checks both have to roll insight because that's what they're trying to discern.
Okay, to see if the pie lady's lying.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'd say for those that are not in the loop, have to get above a 15, and those that are in the loop have to get above a 10.
Okay. So, Anarian, Elsensia, and Soretta have to roll an insight check now. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, for you, Miss Rena? Miss Rena, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I'm taking you got that tea on hand?
Yes.
Okay. I always prefer tea when it comes to nighttime things. Okay, so for you, insight is a +2, so a 1d20 +2.
Damn it!
Well, at least the Narnian sort of can see through her BS.
Okay,
so...
My spidey senses are tingling.
All right, Aurelius.
Okay, Aurelius, for you, it's okay, Aurelius, for you, it's a 1d20 +3, and for you, Cher, it's a 1d20 +3 as well.
Oh, that's my fault. I thought I only hit.
What? How did I roll so low?
Because these dice are racist.
So, for
Is it okay if I quickly? Also, there's a reason I'm not going to specify, but I'm going to let Soretta have another roll because she's a haunted one background.
all right, you can try again, Miss Serena.
I say that she has inspiration from being in that brothel, but I'm not going to spoil as to what.
All right.
11. Okay.
All right. So a Narnian, Miss Soretta, and Miss Soretta, they have a distinct feeling that they really should do something about her. Everyone else is basically questioning themselves about it.
Just test the pies.
It is then that Anarnian looks at this woman with disdain in his eyes, which sort of makes him look like a bad guy in the eyes of any people that might be around. What do you mean you don't know? If I haven't hazarded to guess, witch, you are the reason why specifically pies are mentioned in someone's diary entries in which she was left to a life of abuse. He then attempts to grab her by the neck, only for Aurelius to stop him from doing so. Aurelius?
Yeah.
You just grabbed the
understand.
Narian. You just grabbed the Narian
Right.
to stop.
Unhand me Anarian! She needs to suffer for what she did!
Look, I understand where you're coming from. I do. But we need to know the truth we know if she's actually telling the truth before we kill her. If she's not, I will let you have at her.
Justin, Miss Rena passed an 11, so what does she say to this?
I agree with Narian.
Believe me, Aurelius. I wouldn't be the way I am if it was for the fact I went through what a particular woman did of whose diary we had just read. She deserves to die, at the very least. And then you just see the old lady be like, "Please, have mercy upon me. I am but an old woman. How can I do such things?"
You were not an old woman before, and that is what we are determining.
Yes, I was young before. I sold pies before. It is what helped me survive in this harsh wasteland. I helped provide food in terms of sweets for children and adults alike. It's what helped give them at the very least the hope of a full belly the next day.
Soldar, what do you say?
Soldar,
I'm not there, man. It's just you and Cher.
Oh, my bad.
so what would you
We need the wisdom.
Cher, what do you want to do?
Can we at least get the pie for her before we beat her up?
Make sure you eat
I
the
don't think she
pie.
did anything wrong. I don't know her.
Well, if you want to, you should. I have an idea. I have a suggestion, at least, if the DM's okay with it.
Well, go ahead. Say what it is.
Basically, she calls upon the wisdom of her goddess and does a bit of a survival check on the pie.
Right.
Basically, she's trying to determine if there's something off about it. Does that make sense?
Oh, eat the pie to see its poison. God.
No, you're just poking at it. You're just pretty much taking it apart to see if there's anything inside.
Okay.
And it's something off. And here's the thing: reason for survival check. It's your highest. It's one of your highest. It's one of your highest marks next to perception.
Okay.
So you get a +5 to that.
All right.
So 1d20 +5.
Oh, 23. So, Cher, as you take your hands, you then outstretch them to feel the pies, to feel what they.
There's sorry, I hate to be that guy, but there are two types of pies. There's savory pies, and then there's sweet pies, and then there's these miniature handheld pies. They're called mincemeat pies. I had a few of those when I was in England.
Pies.
All right, so Miss Cher,
All she has to do is just literally take one from one of the tins and just break it apart.
all right, Fisher, as you pick up one of the pies, you feel your magic immediately identify something wrong with the pies. With this particular pie you had just held up, it seems that something is off about it. Its texture, its smell. It feels like something is masking what is apparently what one would consider bone. Now,
There's a skull in the pie.
not quite, but you feel as if there's bone marrow mixed with the flour of this pie. But as you begin to identify what it could be, your first thought was maybe, just maybe, in replacement of flour, people use bone powder from various animals that have been killed and slaughtered with the help of the local game master Anna. But it is then that you start identifying something off about the bone powder that's been used. While it has been ground to a fine grain, there's something sickening about it to your soul. It is then that the Grain Mother, as if blessing you with insights, because she knows of the difference between grain and bone, and between grain, flour, and bone powder. It is made from human bones, and the meat pies, you get a disgusting feeling that whatever meat is within them is human in nature.
It has human flesh in it.
What? What? That is insane! Why? But the bone powder I use for baking is from animals. I buy it from the hunters and Anna herself.
Sure.
You care to explain yourself?
She then snaps her fingers. She disappears, leaving her stand there.
Dang it, she got away. Guess we should keep her staff just in case if she comes back.
God damn it. God damn it. She's getting away.
Do you want to use an Arcana check to see what kind of magic is at work, Miss Rena?
Yes.
Okay, so you're 1d20 plus 4.
Okay, good. Yes.
Sarah picks up the staff, it's heavy.
10, damn it.
So, as far as Soretta could tell, this is very high-level witchcraft that this lady had used. Especially for the fact that she didn't even need to say the spell, and all she had to do was literally snap her fingers.
So we were right that something was wrong about this particular woman. Might we go and consult with Soldar real quick about this?
Okay.
Wouldn't you agree, Miss Soretta?
Yes, this is just my clan. We specialize in certain forms of abysmal magic. This is beyond even me.
Well, also, I suggest we get this card out of here if there's actual human flesh involved.
It is that the Narnian speaks up first. But first, he then uses his dagger to start wedging open a compartment that's within her, that was within Morgantha's cart, and pops it out, and there is a small bag of coin there. I'm gonna loot her silver.
Money!
Money.
And then, of course, Elsensia's like, probably do a check on that to make sure she hasn't enchanted it.
Alright, dear. He then opens it up and finds that the coin is missing, despite the fact he felt it just then. That bitch!
The coins are fake!
I'm getting the suspicion that we might be well, given what that diary said about this particular woman, I think we're dealing with a hag.
Oh, those creatures.
I'm gonna guess your coven had a few run-ins with them?
Yes, some of them tried to steal our secrets. Luckily, we were able to let's say, perform an extermination of pests before any of our secrets got out.
I see. Did one of them happen to be named Ethel, or was that, or am I just lucky? Or am I just unlucky?
I recall one of them being named Ethel. I recall encountering her as a child. She tried to whisk me away for whatever unknown spell casting she had in mind.
So she made it as... And then, of course, Alcyntia's like, so she made it as far as Cormyr from the Heartlands. Gonna guess that she probably had her coven was from there, given that she was a green hag.
So how did you deal with them?
Well, you have to find them in... Well, what I remember when we first... Well, we couldn't really finish off Ethel when we've encountered her. But we did deal with her sister, Martha, and you have to go to their lair, destroy whatever is keeping them long-lived and constantly regenerating, and then eventually destroy it, and then destroy the hag. Otherwise, she'll keep coming back like a weed.
Ew.
Unless you get them out sooner, those weeds can be deadly for your garden.
Mm-hmm.
No, not the garden.
Probably might not want you... I'm going to probably guess you do not want to visit that particular inn's garden share.
But there might be some weird treasures inside, but that also sounds scary. I can't make up my mind.
She whispers in her ear. The owner of that establishment implied that what's feeding her flowers are dead bodies.
Alright, I want everyone to roll I want this group in particular to roll a perception check.
Okay.
Zaretta, you are a +0. Cher, you're a +3. Let me take a look. Where Aurelius, you are a +1, and I'm a give me 1 second. I had to change my stats.
So wait, so it's a 3 and
Okay.
a plus, or
You get a 3, Cher.
Okay, bot. I am trying to be nice here. For the love of all that is holy, please work with me. I'm joining the Brotherhood of Steel.
You want to use your physical deck?
I don't know where I put him, that's the
These
thing.
bots are demonic.
are you sitting on it, babe?
No.
Okay.
Alright, Cher, you're next.
1d 3.
20 plus 3. $18.
Okay. And
Alright.
we got 18.
Alright, so Miss Soretta and Aurelius, you two don't notice footsteps, but everyone else does, and they turn to see the same strawberry redhead that they had seen that was actually helping the woman with the cart earlier.
Oh,
And
she
it
was
is-
up to something.
I take it you know this particular woman.
I've seen her around.
Just to fill you in, out of character, her name was Morgantha.
Okay.
Alright, so back in character. So you've had any, were any encounters with her odd, or were you uncomfortable around her? Something seemed off about her, by any chance?
Well, of course, Megantha was always creepy, and I don't know. Every time I saw whoever bought or ate one of her pies, they never were the same.
Oh?
Well, do tell, darling. Were they acting like a zombie? Were they acting brain dead? Or were they just brain retarded?
Okay, out of character, how do I respond to this?
They were acting pretty much like crackheads.
Okay.
Like magical versions of crackheads.
Okay.
Like they just had other hit. They needed more of that pie.
Okay.
Give me all that
Essentially,
pie!
They became highly addicted and acted very crazy. And as soon as they had some, they could never get enough. So I suspected something was going on with it, so I was hoping to investigate earlier tonight while helping with our cart, but hearing people approach, I deemed it as best just to leave.
Oh, we might have ended up impeding your investigation. Our apologies for that.
Whoops.
Yes,
Fine if you found something else.
Yes, I am indubitably sorry. We just, learned some things about her, and, well, you could say that our anger was very much ensnared and flared.
I think Anna kind of turns towards Anari and is like, "Oh, vampire. Interesting. Haven't seen one of those around in a while."
Oh, you are friendly with vampires, I take it? Or am I just the lucky one to not actually get attacked again by other people who are locals?
As far as I'm concerned, you're just another being. The only time I'd have an issue with you if you cause it an issue.
That is a fair enough assessment. My name is Anarian, miss, as he then takes her hand and applies a small kiss to the top of her palm before releasing her hands, acting like a total gentleman.
What's a refined gentleman? Interesting. Haven't seen one of those around here in a while either.
And then, of course, Elsensia's like, well, in more ways than one. I'm Elsensia. You could say I'm his lover, and I am also quite skilled in the art of music and conversation.
She nods. I can already tell you have a way with words. Very eloquent indeed. And then she looks at her, Aurelius and Cher. She's like, "Aurelius, Cher, nice to see you again."
Nice to see you too. How have you been?
Likewise.
She just looks at Cher's like, adorable as usual.
She will always be adorable.
Mm-hmm. And Soretta, what do you say to her?
What do we get? What did you just say? I'm sorry.
We're doing introductions.
Oh, I am Zerda Rayon. It's nice to meet you.
A warlock traveling with a paladin and a celestial sorcerer. Interesting group combination. But
Quick emergent, I have to go eat. I'll be right back. Eat time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
No worries.
All right. So I guess funeral preparations are complete, I guess, if you're here.
It's like funeral preparations.
Course correction. Tell me, have you had a run-in with the... Since you mentioned the sorcerer, you wouldn't happen to caught on whether or not his funeral preparations are complete?
I had no idea of any funeral preparations. Though, again, you're talking about that fellow with too much knowledge and a short temper, correct?
Yes, pretty much accurate.
Yes,
and it seemed like they were still midway in their preparations, but it seemed like they were almost done.
Elsensia looks at Soretta. I guess we could help expedite this operation since we were a little distracted.
Yes, I'll do what I can.
All right.
Miss Anna, is it? Do you think you could perhaps lead the way?
Need help with tracking anything? I'll do my best.
We just need to get to where the Burgomaster's mansion because we're new to this place.
Simple. Follow me then.
And as the group follows Anna, you all see a white raven start to begin to follow what appears to be the other group that's leading towards the same destination. It is the Church of the Morning Lord. And it is upon getting to the front that you all meet again. And you all see Soldar, Ismark, Irina, and Vladislav carrying the casket of Irina and Ismark's father.
Kolyan Idirovich, in case you need me to help remind you.
Kolyan Idirovich that has been emblazed upon the coffin. It is then that Vladislav notices the rest of you come. Oh, just in time, I guess.
Yes, and we had a bit of a run-in with a possible, if not outright confirmed, hag.
Outright confirmed hag? Do I even want to know what she was doing?
Oh, going around selling pies and offering an I'm just an innocent old lady act.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I've heard of hags pulling that gag. Which one was it this time? Ground up human body parts or the bone meal mixed in with the dough?
Exactly.
That answer is going to be yes, given what Cher uncovered.
Oh, that's disgusting. I've never seen one go full bore that blatantly unless they're desperate to get caught and killed. And I've only heard of one such instance, and that's a rare case of a hag actually feeling sorry for what they do but not able to stop. Ugh. That is... Let me guess, based on our current fortunes, she got away.
Unfortunately, yes.
That seems to be a running gag, which means we'll probably meet up with her later.
I think Anna slightly whispers to was it Serena or Soretta?
Soretta.
I think Anna kind of whispers quietly to Soretta. He does talk a lot, doesn't he?
Oh, believe me.
Anyways, Aurelius, think you could give a good knock on the door?
Reyes?
Yeah. Sorry, my brain zoned out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wait.
Aurelius, Vladislav asked you if you could perhaps knock on the door and get the attention of the father of the church.
Of course. Let's see if I can knock on somebody to pick it up.
Well, if needed, I can do that.
Okay, nothing came through if you just tried, so we might have to do the other side.
No. Let me see. You hear that?
No.
No. You want me to do it then?
Yeah, sure. It's cramped on my end.
Let me try mine with the mic lowered to the desk and see if it picks it up.
I heard that.
Through? Did that come through at all or no?
That. I heard it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, sorry for anyone's ears with me being loud there.
All right, Aurelius, what do you say?
I am Aurelius, paladin in service to the god Lothander. We request entrance.
You hear nothing for the most part. Would you like to attempt to knock again?
Oh, sure.
Alrighty.
Oh,
What do you say now?
Gotta lower it a bit more.
We request entrance to whoever's inside. I'm a paladin of the Holy Order of Lothander.
It is then that you start to hear hurried footsteps towards the door as locks are unbolted and then the door is slightly opened and you see the look of a really tired old man with graying hair and black locks. His eyes are silvery blue in color and he looks a bit downtrodden. But then he sees the company in front of his church. Oh, greetings. I'm sorry, but services are not on today. Wait. Oh, Ismark, Irina, you have come.
Yes, our father needs to be buried as soon as possible.
Oh, right. Very well then. Will that be all then?
Do you require any assistance with preparing the funerary rites?
No, that is, other than other than, getting a stone ready as well as opening the ground for Lathander to take his son, that will be all.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
If it's in that, Vladislav, taps Solar's shoulder. Remember the Ilmateri priest's journal that came through 25 years ago?
I understand an Ilmater priest came through about 23 years ago and left a journal here. We have need of seeing the contents for other reasons related to our being in this realm. Urgent need at that, so please do not try and argue against.
Oh, I am terribly sorry. I'm sorry. I need to really find that in my office, but we can do that after the funeral rites, of course.
Okay,
please,
fair
come,
enough.
come.
Fair enough.
He then
Soldar
opens
immediately
the,
glances at Vladislav and whispers, "At least he's not seeming to stall too much."
That is true. It isn't that he opens the door up and he actually goes into another door to grab some materials. Let's see, shovel, incense. See, I think I got my funeral rites here too. Aha, there it is. He then steps out with the aforementioned equipment. All right, let us be off.
Mm-hmm.
He then takes you around the church into the graveyard.
And then, of course, Irina just looks a little unnerved about the place because something seems off about her. About her. I'm sorry. I feel a little off. That's all.
It is all right. Ilmater will always grace anyone with his light. I'm sure that your affliction is just causing you disturbance, my child.
I would argue that he would, just a note, sorry, I hate to be that guy, but I'd argue that he is always willing to listen to those who are suffering.
Mm-hmm. It is quite all right, Irina. You have suffered so much, and I am always willing to lend a listening ear, even if I couldn't heal you of your afflictions. He then hurriedly goes into the grave, opens up the graveyard for everyone.
Okay, quick aside. Serena is apparently not very much able to stay awake much longer from what she's typing.
I see.
So has she got any more scenes possible up ahead, or because I don't want to keep anyone if they don't have to stay if they're too tired.
I'd say it's optional for her to interact, but if needed, she could just simply sit this out and technically speaking head into the inn that was mentioned.
Okay, so okay, of course, Elsensia notices that Soretta's just hanging outside the church, not wanting to go in. I'm going to guess that's from your patron, isn't it?
My patron and Elmar do not see eye to eye.
Lathander, you mean?
I was so crap. Lathander. See, I'm so tired. I'm barely.
It's okay. It's a church devoted. It's basically a church devoted to the Morning Lord. So it's just Elmater's a different god altogether. Sorry.
Oh my god.
It's all okay. Right, Serena. If you're that tired, we can say goodnight for now and just pick up later.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, so basically, Elsensia notices Soretta's just hanging outside the church. And, of course, I'm guessing your patron's not keen on you being inside.
My patron and Lathander do not see eye to eye. Me walking into that church would be considered an affront to him.
I see. If you want, I can, while they're taking care of that, we can enjoy that drink together, like I promised.
Gladly. I need a drink after this day.
I
Yes.
understood.
It is
We can use this, and then of course Alcencia, she chooses to take Soretta, and then of course she gestures to Anarian. If you want, you can join us, love. I know that this is not really much of a place for you either.
Yes, I think I shall sit this out. Terribly sorry, everyone.
All right, you three enjoy yourselves then, and we shall handle things here and retrieve the diary as needed, and look into that shrine as well.
Okay, so Soretta, Alcencia, and Anarian then go to the Blood of the Vine Tavern, where they will pick up in the next episode.
Okay.
If you need to go to bed, Serena, you can do so right now, okay?
Okay. You guys have a good night.
You
You
too.
too.
Sleep
Good
well,
night.
Serena.
Well,
Good night.
we gonna have it on Saturday or Sunday like before.
You think we can do that, anime guy?
If I don't have, I'd say we should. I'll just keep you guys updated.
So
Okay.
it's to be determined, but maybe. All right.
Okay,
All right.
either or Sunday we'll pick up from where Alcencia, Anarian, and Soretta have picked off, where they just go to the local tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Okay, have a
muted,
good-
no one noticed. Thanks, guys.
What happened?
I had my mic
Alright.
muted.
Oh,
okay, sweetie.
dear. I'm sorry.
I noticed you moving, but I thought you were just muted, like decided to stay muted.
I'm sorry. I have to keep track of so much.
My microphone has a special kind. It's a Razer microphone.
Oh.
Oh, you have one of those. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night,
Night.
Serena.
Night, Serena.
Good night, Serena.
Hi.
Night.
All right. It is then here that Vladislav helps Father Donovich begin to make a hole for the coffin to be deep enough and wide enough. And after that is done, Vladislav is helped. I take it that the guys help Vladislav out of the hole.
Yeah.
All right. As Vladislav takes the hand of Aurelius and Soldar and is helped out, it is then the three of you begin to put ropes underneath the coffin in order to gently move it into position to be fully buried. It is then that Father Donovich begins to recite his holy passages of Lathanda, giving thanks for the wonderful life that this man had led and all of his deeds that he has done in his name, as he begins to sprinkle holy water onto the coffin in the hopes that it will purify his soul in at the very least a vain attempts to help him rid of the curse of the mists and to finally seek the great afterlife as he is slowly lowered into the ground.
And it's during this moment that Irina starts singing a funeral song that is sung by almost every person in Barovia. The meaning of the original language is lost as it was over 700 years old, but it's still prevalent in the minds of the people.
All right. By the way, when am I switching to songs?
No, I'm singing it.
Okay.
Bella fuel of Neonilla. It's basically the song Eowyn sings in the Lord of the Rings movie, in case you're curious.
Oh, I thought it sounded familiar. Couldn't put my finger on it.
As the coffin is lowered into the ground, as the coffin. Sorry.
Hold on, I think I might be able to. I can sing. I can sing the. I now that I have the lyrics, I can try.
Here, let me pause the audio.
I can only remember a part of it.
Be heard clear.
Bella Quen, Hafat, Freyon and Freyon, Faron and Dead, yet the one thing Freyon and sorry and day, on Mustel they had, and
And it is with that the coffin has finally been lowered into the ground. As the ropes have begun to recede, Vladislav then begins to start putting the dirt back over the coffin.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly.
That works.
Oh, yay!
That's what.
It is, and once it is done, once the body is fully covered, the priest then takes a very heavy stone and marks the grave with that of the inscribed name of Ismark and Irina's father. As he then sings a few more.
Kolyan Indirovich. Kolyan Indirovich, that's the name.
Kolyan Indirovich.
And it is with that the funeral rites are over, as he sprinkles more holy water over the ground in order to consecrate the body so that it is not, mutilated by anyone that wants to prowl for grave goods. And with that, he then puts away his holy water, his artifacts, and then sighs. Ikurian was a good friend of mine, especially after finding out many things. He wanted to make the village a better place, in the hopes that the orphans will have better parents and are better taken care of.
Father was always felt like he had a burden that he had to was always suffering from a great burden. I never knew what it was, but he felt guilt for something that he didn't do, but felt that he had to wipe away.
That is always a thing under the will of Lathander. Thander Irina. Servant, I want you to roll. Servant, I want you to roll a perception check.
Perception? Right.
Yeah.
I should have no modifiers on my perception.
Let me double check.
Nope, I don't. So let's say 1d20. Boom. 12.
I'm sorry, you got a 12?
It says so, I believe, yeah.
Alright, so you look around the graveyard, and you notice that there is one grave that looks like it was desecrated. And it has a very cracked headstone, but you can make out that it says Hans.
Priest, what is with this headstone in this grave? Why have they been desecrated?
If records serve right, if my records and recollection prove me, if I remember the records right, someone had desecrated the remains and had taken the skull of the man. All we know is that his name was Hans, and there are plenty of Hans within the death certificate records. I'm terribly sorry that I cannot point it down. Even the date of when he was buried was destroyed.
Oh, that's amusing. Great. Is there any way I could find out more information, or am I going to be SOL at trying to find it?
You're probably going to be SOL unless you get a very high roll.
On which?
SOL? You mean AOL? Internet.
No, SOL. Sorry.
No, SOL is S out of luck.
Yeah.
Ah.
So what am I
I'm thinking
rolling? Investigation, insight, or?
There would be investigation, but you would have to actually go through records within the church.
Alright.
And
In that case, Soldar says to the priest, perhaps while we're looking through your office, I could also look into all the Hans on the church and see if anything jumps out.
Alright, if that is what you need.
It would at least explain why this has been desecrated.
He nods. Very well then. Come, my office is inside. As he then leads you into the office. As he leads you to the office, give me one sec. So as you all enter the church hall has locked cabinets of holy balms and herbs, called Zarvich herbs, obviously from the previous sessions. There seems to be a couple of rooms. One obviously had the items that he had stored there for burial. But he then leads you into a sec. Let's see. He then leads you into the office, which is the second door right next to it. And he helps with scouring through the paperwork and whatnot. I take it that Irina leads anyone else who's interested to the stone coffin within the center of the church, because that is where the Father Donovich had placed the remains of the Ilmater priest to rest.
I will have to apologize. This is going to be a bit much.
Vladislav nods, and does Aurelius and Cher go with her?
I want to see what it is.
Yeah, let's go.
Very well then. As the four of you enter the main sanctuary, it appears that there's some of the pews have just been lost to age and are just falling apart. But at the center of the church is a rectangular stone coffin, and it has been sealed.
Square coffin.
And upon this coffin it reads Durin Tannen, faithful servant of Ilmatar. And on top of it is the shrine that Irina had discovered in the woods.
It has an image of the crying god as he's just holding out his hands, and you can tell that he is just covered in not open wounds. His back is practically broken. Everything on him is just broken, and he's scratched up. And all he's wearing is breechcloth, and around the wrists are red cords. But you look at his face, and you can see that he is trying to help. He is looking on you in comfort in hopes that you can alleviate your burden.
Vladislav looks a bit off, as he has only ever seen the wooden rack images of Ilmater, but never an actual physical image of what he would look like in the flesh. This is interesting, to say the least. So
It is thanks to this that I ended up devoting my life to him.
I see. What does Aurelius think?
Rhea,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to think.
would you say that he looks humbler in comparison to Lathander?
Yeah.
Because you saw Lathander, he was all grandiose and over the top and just dressed in ivory and gold.
Right, like this moment seemed like a god more... Oh god, I'm trying to think of a good way to describe him that doesn't sound like a... You-know-what gobbledygook.
Gaston? Uh-oh, Disney.
Gaston.
Oh, no. Like, he seems more for his worshippers. Think that'd work.
Sure. As Aurelius is thinking of a way to respond, you notice that Anna also looks on and looks on at the shrine, almost as if also in quite almost quite humbly with Irina.
Irina, is there something put you off with the shrine?
It was thanks to this shrine that I actually met the god of martyrs. I actually felt hope after so long of suffering. Not something that father did, gods forbid, no. He took me in when no one else would. He ended up becoming my real family after I lost my previous ones.
I'm sorry to hear that, Miss. Vladislav replies lowly. So, given you've read the diary before, who was this Durantanen?
He was a priest from some land called Elturel. I'm sure your friend from Baldur's Gate would know. Or more accurately, Elturel annexed his original place. Elturel ended up annexing his home.
I see. Though, Vladislav then sort of inspects the stone coffin of what this man looked like. Well, he definitely seems humble like his lord. Looks like he came here in nothing more than leather armor.
Yes, and unfortunately it was said that 25 years ago, Strahd's personal assassin only left his face unmangled so everyone would know who he was.
What does Aurelius think of this?
I'd say he thinks it's interesting, and again he's letting it. Everybody's letting it wash all over him because again he's seen Lothander, hasn't seen like a god like this. It's in a bit like wow, they really wow, they're not as extravagant as what I've seen.
Anna, would you like to say anything?
About the guy?
Basically about either the priest or about Ilmater, the god of martyrs, since Irina actually has you almost convinced to join the faith.
I think when Anna would just nod and be like, well, I think I will. Irina, you've convinced me. She would like kind of sigh in defeat.
I'm sure that he is happy to have maybe one day have another follower in these lands.
And I don't look at her as like, well, you need some form of hope here.
And he has brought it, and then some. She looks she does a little side eye at Vladislav, but she quickly looks back before he notices.
Vladislav then asks, so, of what you've learned from the journal, what was he like? The Ilmater priest, I mean.
He was very much a man of justice, even though he lived in a corrupt world. He originally didn't serve Ilmater, but then he ended up being converted thanks to a woman named Maria. Was part of an order. She was part of an order called the Order of the Golden Cup.
I see. He then looks back at the coffin, just trying to like as if interrogate this thing that's in front of him.
Again, I'll kind of glance at him weirdly, then look away.
Because Vladislav knows some men who follow Ilmater, and it is the reason why they had joined the Guardians of Daggerford, some of which he has known under his personal command. He then ruffles through his bag of holding and pulls out several dog tags. and then take. He then takes one and puts a couple of names upon one string. He then puts the rest of the dog tags back, and then just puts it into Ilmater's broken hands. May they find you in the afterlife, my lord. He says slowly, as the dog tags are then just dangling off the hands of Ilmater as though everyone could sort of guess as to what he means as to what he is saying. You should probably check up on Soldar. He then turns around to walk towards the office. It is then that within this room, the priest is currently looking through a lot of his books and records. I am terribly sorry, good sir. It has been a while since I have laid eyes upon it. It's hard to figure out what it looks like.
It is no matter. I imagine it is an old journal. Was it leather-bound or anything else?
It was actually hard-bound, to be precise, with the leather as an extra with the leather as an extra protection against the elements.
That is not a cheap type of journal.
No, it wasn't. From what I've read, he originally lived the life of a bounty hunter. Both before and after being a follower of the rack-stricken lord. It is then that he looks through his desk and then goes, "Aha! Here it is." He then starts to go through a lot of his. He then goes through several books that look similar. Aha! I found it. He then pulls it out, puts it on, and then hands it to Soldar as everyone starts to slowly fall into the office. Find anything yet, Soldar?
We appear to have found at least a journal. Now we gotta find out who that grave was desecrated, because again, knowing our fortunes, it's still connected. We are running into 15 different mysteries all tied together, it seems.
Alright, I want you, Solar, to roll a... what should I have you roll?
Investigation?
Yes, investigation for the name of Hans.
Okay, so for you, Sildar, investigation is a +0, so you're at a disadvantage.
No.
I got an 18.
Alright, so...
Oh, now the dice want to be good.
Alright,
See,
so...
because you are always right.
Alright, so as you're going through the death certificates, you come across one that is that of Irina and Ismark's great-grandfather called Heinz.
It was, hold on one second. Master. Give me 1 second.
No worries.
Hey, take your time.
I actually wrote the name.
I'm gonna take my time.
Behold, endless amounts of lore.
I'm always forward.
It was Andre
Who?
What?
Andre Burovich.
Andre Borovich.
Andre Borovich.
Hans Andre Blorvich?
No, Hans Andreevich. That's the name. Andreevich.
Hans Andreevich.
Mm-hmm.
It is... Huh, that is weird. Oh, that is weird. That is my grandfather.
Why was his grave desecrated?
Ismark shrugged his shoulders. Father never told me.
This is becoming
actually,
a repeating pattern.
Correction. Remember how Tatera said that it was a cousin of the burgomaster?
Oh. Right.
Oh, good lord, we gotta
is-
do this.
That would make him at least a cousin a few times removed.
Ismark shrugs his shoulders. He's a cousin several times removed from what I've remembered of my family records.
That does not explain why his grave would be desecrated then. If he's not considered anything resembling a close relative, unless this was done ages ago, what did he do while alive?
Ismark just gobsmacked. I don't know.
Is there any other records of him in the family home, or anything with your family, or in this church, or anywhere?
No, this is all I ever found of him.
Well, that's annoying. Means we will probably have to make note of his name later. Solda then carefully shuts the book and hands it to the priest. Thank you for letting me look at this.
It is no issue, friend. Now then, he then hands you the diary of the quote unquote Ilmatic priest. I believe you associate with this.
Yes. Let's hopefully get some more answers, because as the more I know of this prophecy, the more I can figure out who it actually is talking about. I've had too many half-assed replies. I need the entire thing, or else we're going to be stumbling for ages to get out of here and try and solve this land's many problems. Alright.
He nods.
So, Soldar opens the book to the first entry.
Alright, give me a moment. I have decided... This is entry 1.
Mm-hmm.
I have decided to write this... I have decided to just write down everything, since I have no one in which to really confide in. No one takes me seriously, nor do they wish to heed my warnings. And now multiple bandit tribes roam free because of the incompetence of Shurnba's, or should I say, Irtrul's justice system. Given our city is but a remnant of its former glory, damn the High Lord advisors to hells for allowing the annexation, and all the while criminals hide among the locals of smaller towns, amongst the smaller towns, amongst the elites, and their souls are lights to the devils that haunt these lands. You then see just off to the side of a note saying, I call them grim because that's all these things bring to those in their path. If they won't fix it themselves, then I will. Besides, I'm already called a monster as it is. Might as well embrace it. Might I have to be a child in times such as these? Well, Irina was not wrong when she said that he was a bounty hunter, so to speak, in his early days.
Well, that would explain some bits. Half the time when they wind up as a priest of ill matter, they've had some history of dark deeds or dark to their soul. Okay, so next entry then.
On this day, many years ago, I was abandoned by my mother. It's so strange. You always hear about how one can only have the face a mother could love. Both of mine never did. And now my sisters are without an older brother, and without a father figure in their lives. All they have are just two fucking drunkards. Uncle Koriba never was really the same after we went on that grim expedition. Neither was you then see eraser marks of what it looks like it could have said mother, and it has Trendifera or Trendifer.
Give me one to take a look.
Trendifere?
Give me 1 second.
You okay?
Throat got dry.
Oh.
Trandafir.
Breathing is good. Air is
Trendifere.
You gotta drink the water, not breathe it.
Yeah, breathe in the water.
Is that the
What is
last of the entry?
Huh?
Yes.
Is that the last
Yes,
of
that was
that entry?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. So, Mother Trendafit. Oh, good lord, this is already getting sorted for. This is beyond what I expect from a normal East of Ill. Oh no, that's why the guy was rambling about a prophecy. He got selected. All right, next entry.
I met an old friend, Neapolia. She was working with that criminal Roman again. I turned him in after another lengthy fight, as expected. However, he made me promise to take care of Nia. I don't even know her anymore. She's not only changed in demeanor, but she can no longer speak. Damn shame, really. She used to have such a beautiful singing voice. I met her while I was learning medicine at the time, under a woman named Maria Calavera. She was a cleric of Ilmater, and her order consisted of sisters that belonged to the Order of the Golden Cup. I do not wish to judge. This is of cynics like me in this fucking forgotten realm loaded with remnants. What does everyone think of this entry?
It's ambiguous.
It's
Am I allowed to break the fourth wall too, or no?
yeah, you're actually, is her
Do
character
it sometimes, all the time. Go ahead.
Here?
I know
I've
this
lost track.
story.
Is her character here, or anime guy?
Yeah, Vladislav is there.
No, not Vladislav.
No, Anna.
Savant's character.
Yeah, Savant's there.
Okay.
So her
Hey,
character of Anna is there.
Yes.
Okay.
Is Irina there too?
Yes. Yes, like
Is Mark?
everyone is there, save for Serena, Elsencia, and Anarnian.
Yeah, who will have to be informed later.
They're currently at the bar, and they would probably ask. Basically, they probably know who Hans is.
Mm-hmm.
On Solo.
All right.
So
More sorted past.
I would argue more like Hans. I would argue more like Hans from Frozen, but if he was actually competently written.
Like, I want to marry you, but we just met.
All right, next entry.
You got eight.
Nia-
Basically, you got 8 entries, so you should be good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was asking, like, what did everyone think of that entry?
Yeah.
Beyond
It
the
was an
fact
interesting
of good Lord,
entry.
more troubled past. It was
Yeah.
kind of short, and for some reason, I'm having trouble following it. I think it's some background music. Let me pause it for a quick second, because as much as I like the ambience, I'm going to need to have that entry repeated, because my brain, it slid over my head, basically.
Oh, okay.
Let me sure the music isn't too loud.
All right. I met an old friend, Neopalia. She was working with that criminal Roman again. But after a lengthy fight, I turned him in as expected. However, he made me promise to take care of Nia. I don't even know her anymore. She not only changed in demeanor, but she can no longer speak. Damn shame, really. She used to have such a beautiful singing voice. I met her while learning medicine at the time, a woman named Maria Calavera. She was a cleric of Ilmater, and her order consisted of the sisters that belonged to the Order of the Golden Cup. I do not wish to judge. There's enough cynics in this forgotten realm loaded with remnants.
Great. More cases of someone being stuck, like in a world of cynics from their view. I really wish this was not a repeating pattern. All right.
Worry too much.
Yeah. By the way, what entry was that? That was number 4?
That was number 3 that I
So this
repeated.
one was number 4 of 8, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so
next
next
one.
next one. Okay, this is entry 4.
Mm-hmm.
Nia abandoned us. Not just me, but our daughters too. People tell me I should be angry and I should feel rage, but I don't feel anything. Some people just are assuming I'm just a regular man killing for money. Some even tried to use that through the corrupt court system to take my children away. I won't let them. I won't let the state decide what is right and wrong when they themselves are too weak to make decisions that are supposed to be in the best interest of the people. Too much innocent blood has been shed.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
Great. More and more cases.
Anyway.
Whatever.
Never
These
end.
kids are not gonna ever see their father again after that.
I know the story.
Alright. Next
Alright.
entry.
I had a visit from a strange individual. A man that had been evidently tortured, maimed, and mutilated, yet possessed a compassionate and caring countenance. I felt as if his eyes were staring right through me, not in a judgment, but in sadness, as if he felt every ounce of pain of which I had suffered. Grandma Maria said it was her old friend and Lord Ilmater. Apparently he goes by many names in the realms. The rack-broken lord, the one who adores, and the crying god. Not sure how one could have so multiple names, but I understand the appeal of devoting oneself to such a being. Yet, I'm just not sure even if I can follow him with the blood on my hands.
Is that it?
Yep.
If it weren't for the fact they had prepared me, I'd be a little more stunned by this. Oh, good lord. Oh, he once again.
Mm-hmm.
A prophet is drawn in from tragedy and bloodshed and has the blind assumption, surely not me. This is becoming a repeating cliche as far as I'm concerned, but I'm betting others have heard otherwise. I can only hope there's at least some good written in these entries, because otherwise, I'm gonna probably I'm gonna say something over this man's body myself after I inspect the shrine, because I suspect there's something else there that no one noticed, because 9 times out of 10 it tends to be the habit.
I do know that feeling.
I wish this feeling would leave me, friend. Alright, next entry.
Alright, so in between these entries, you see a lot of devotionals that some of them have faded with time, but they could still be seen due to the printing of the ink and or lead from the pencils and pens that have been used in it. Ilmater called me to the shrine in the woods. I'm not sure why, but clearly he had said that there was something of great importance. Especially on a day like this, I normally have to myself, but I'm not sure why he wants to discuss it, but I will answer his summons nonetheless.
Next entry.
Is that was the end of that entry, right?
Yeah. But as you look at this entry, you see sprawled around the pages there are small little devotions to Ilmater.
Yep. Goes, well, who could be me? And then Ilmater proceeds to point out who else. Like many others before, many others again, you go from doubting to deep devotion. And oh my good lord, does he not stop being able to praise him. And called to a shrine. And Soldar immediately looks towards the other shrine from the office door. Gee, I wonder why that one was made by him or something. Couldn't be a replica? Nah, gee. And by the way, yes, I apologize as if I'm being Mystic priest. I have seen far too many things like this, and it's made me sadly jaded to such wonders.
Always sarcastic.
Eh,
Yeah, I
better
have to agree with.
sarcastic than just pure hatred.
It is the boss that speaks up. Wow, Sildar, where's your sense of wonder?
My sense of
Sildar
wonder,
has no
I
wonder.
still have it. The problem is, stuff like this is minor by my standards. Should tell you, remember that description of that horrific explosive device? I've seen wonders that make that pale in comparison. I have to admit, this kind of stuff is low on my totem pole because I have had my standards set far too high.
Right. What
you
does
don't-
Anna think of this?
Wait, hold on. Of the not
The-
picking thing or the.
The diary entry as well as what Soldar is saying.
Just give like Soldar a questioning glance, but not say anything. Cause I think she'd probably also know some stuff. But like-
Soldal looks at Anna and goes, "Why do I have a feeling your backstory's gonna make me wanna give you a hug?"
just like not the response I expected, but
I see
perchance.
far too much dark things, sadly. Alright, let's just finish this then, before I wind up driving myself to a depression that wants me to drink. Next entry.
I have been traveling in this mist for a while. I have left my old weapons and armor for my daughters, for I know what my fate will be. There would be no point in having that protection for myself due to its expense. Be better off sold or used in the art of self-defense upon themselves. I had to kiss them goodbye today. Their tears nearly made me want to forgo Imalder's will, just to stay with them.
Is that the end of the entry?
Yep.
This is why I'm jaded. Part of me being in doing Ao's will when I have is I wind up being right in ways I never want to be. I wind up having a knowing I do not wish to have, but I have nonetheless. Because I wind up, aside from the good times I am right, the times where I'm right where it's awful are like this. Moments of depression. To think he would have to have that choice and no guarantee of their protection is sorrowing for me especially. By the way, what entry was that?
That was the second to last entry, entry 7.
Alright. Aside from all the devotionals, my guess is this last entry will include the prophecy. And
Well, at least he got to see his loved ones alive before he left.
that's some comfort. I imagine they would prefer he'd stay, but Phil Motter says go, and you get that notion of leave something behind, you know you're not coming back. Alright, last entry then.
Alrighty.
Oops.
I have made it known in declaration to all the villages, towns, and any who will listen to what Imalder had foretold. I know I will die soon, so I'll hide these for my future anchorites. Lord Amater, I beseech you to look upon me and behold my sin. Let it stand before you into the patient bulk in its presence. For I am weak, you stand mighty. Let me be absolved before your weeping majesty, that I may cleanly bear the burden of others in your name. My knees may stagger and my bones may break. And most of all, my will may always fracture. But my face stands strong on your shoulders, Lord, if you will let it.
Is that it?
Yep.
Nothing else? Not the prophecy? Not nothing?
That's it for the journal, and that's it for his journal entries. The rest is still continued on.
Well,
Okay.
it appears that wasn't the prophecy. But dear Lord, like I said, he knew exactly what he was marching into. And my guess is Strahd terrified everyone to potentially forget the prophecy. Or at least not recall it thoroughly or dare to repeat it. So, let's get on and see what else is here besides that. Next.
All right, this first page is mostly loaded with his devotionals that he had rewritten in order for them to not be faded, which is what Irina had read, which filled her with so much hope. I am the orphan, the forgotten, and the abused. I carry with me horrors I will never wish upon an innocent. Beware of those who pursue my wrath, for I always wanted to be the gentle man under he who is broken for me. Woe to they who take their anger on the innocent who did no wrong, for I shall be righteous vengeance hunting you forevermore. The book of God calls me a son, and I shall not want, only that I burn in righteous fury. Let he who is without sin cast their first stone upon me if I have done wrong in Ilmater's eye, for he is my father, and only he and my kin may rebuke me. Woe to those who abuse me in my changed heart, for mercy on the unrepentant is terror on the innocent, and I will deliver justice wherever it may be. If you guys would like to stop me go right ahead whenever you guys feel like you want to insert commentary.
At this point, I'm probably gonna want to insert some commentary and just be, well, if I ever wanted proof you were as a devoted Vilma, and it was similar to what I was put through by Ao, there you go. Those devotionals alone read similar to what I was told.
Hey, I'm starting to tire out and I got work in the morning. I'm sorry.
I think we might need to skip all the devotionals and go to the prophecy because we gotta wrap up.
Yay, skip it.
It is almost 3
Basic-
hours.
Right.
Let's start at 4.
Insert the Chappelle wrap it up button. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
All right. So these three are actually related to the one is the prophecy, and two of them are related to specific individuals of the prophecy.
All right.
Hail, child of red hair, Queen of Barovia, whose wound is rare. Ilmater sees you, and you are heavenly wanted. Even when your people have forsaken you, he will not. His creator Ao sees you, and has ever more plans for you. Through you, a new line of righteous kings, queens, princes, and princesses will come forth, each just as blessed as the last. Fear not death, for it is our closest friend who does not belittle us warriors of the heavens. Never forsake the beauty you will be sought for. I was forsaken in my ugliest phase, and now I am heaven blessed. Look at the stars, and they sing to you songs from the heavens. They are controlled by he who is Ilmater's father. So be strong and courageous, my sister. Ilmater sees you and knows your plights. The soul you carry knows no bounds. But remember, you are eternally loved. That is the first prophecy related to Irina. All right, the next one is related to the future king. Greetings
Also,
Wait.
to note, put an image of Irina up on screen just for the audience.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
Diva. I put sparklies on the eyes.
All right.
Cute.
So
That's
for
cute.
Oh,
all right. So that one was for Irina. That is on screen right now. The
I
next
give
one.
you pets.
Eh.
The next one is for Vadis. Is for a particular person. Greetings to you, King of Barovia, Lord of Ravenloft. Hail to you, mighty man of Lazarus' flesh and Lucius's bone. Courageous and humble I know that you are. Be not afraid to face the Night Lord or to be the voice of reason among your friends. You are the light in this darkest world. Justice you will serve and the cursed will lift. Love your queen as she is your wife, the rock of which you will lean on as you are hers. Through you the land will be free and the plains will forever be divine.
Soldar, upon reading that aloud, grins and looks right at Vladislav. Do I have to say anything, friend?
Young.
It didn't even say. It didn't really name me in particular, Soldar.
Unless there's someone else who meets that genetic description of the flesh and bones, you're not gonna be able to get out of that easily. but you might luck out. The problem I have is you are indeed the voice of reason. Is an insanity among us. Even when I wind up having to occasionally be a depressing voice, you're the one who at least does his best to knock me out of it.
Looks at like both of them and then just like, what?
I mean, Irina admittedly is a little quiet and she's kind of blushing a little bit because she remembered reading this but didn't realize that it also included that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. And the third entry then. The third bit, this should probably be the last of this prophecy.
You said that before.
I wish I was right.
Oh boy.
Now, there are two more prophecies. The one is obviously a more rewritten version directed towards she who has red hair, and is styled differently, more so in his own words. This one is for obviously that was declared throughout the lands. When when Lazarus' flesh and Lucius' bone sits upon the Aurora's throne, all darkness shall fade and the land made right for all its days. But woe to those who stop my wrath, upon whose loyalty is nothing but ash. And in all its days you shall remember my name, for all things come from dust, dust which I have made, and to dust you will all become.
And that's where I say you might not have an out if this is talking about you. That last bit's a warning, do not interfere with the fulfillment of this prophecy, or else the one who's directed, which appears to be Ao himself, will unleash his wrath. And I'll remind you, if he ever gets creative, Vladislav, death would be preferable. I've seen him allowed eternal life without eternal youth on someone just to prove a point. So please, if this is you, at bare minimum, let us just help you.
Vladislav just takes a seat and just sighs.
I never said you had to want this, but if this is what you're meant to do, you might not get a choice. And even you should understand a call of duty as a captain.
But to be a king, Soldar?
Not the first time someone who was not believing themselves worthy or who wouldn't be seen as worthy would be a king. I have heard many such tales from Ao and seen the playouts of many others. The most unsuspecting is often the most deserving, especially one who seeks it the least and desires it not at all. And that is oddly you to a T. Why do you think I've constantly teased you? Someone had to poke and see whether or not you would fall prey to any temptation.
Right.
Let's read this last bit then.
And this one is to apparently a group of elves. Elves from what you're taking. The time of endless dusk and night shall end. The numbers will replenish when the world is mended. For behold, to elves shall bid tidings in the dark hour. For soon broken shall be the Baron's curse's power. Yet if a hand is laid on them with vile intent, great shall be the dusk elves' lament. Many hands shall be shorn in shame for those who dare to defile another for personal gain. Yet mercy shall be granted to those who repent, for they shall ascend to guests at the wedding event. The stars will align, and thus the heavens have divined.
Do any of you know if there are dusk elves or dark elves anywhere here near these lands? Or any elves whatsoever?
It is then that Father Donovich tries to remember. That would have to be near Mount Gaucus in the west, towards the western Salovich Woods. That would be my best guess.
Oh, great. More traveling, which unfortunately means they might
Uh.
make some clue.
Although I have heard that there's a small that a group of Vistani has practically adopted a tribe of dusk elves into their ranks.
Oh,
Not
that might
they
actually fit.
they they should be on the outskirts of Balaki. Well, besides, we already have to go there anyway. It's not too much of a hassle, don't you think?
No, it is not. But, dear Lord Almighty, this seems like a fetch quest of gathering people and resources.
Gotta
All
get
to put a
them
king on
all.
a throne. And potentially a queen, which, if I had to guess, my dear, involves you, given the red hair description.
That's when Vladislav looks up and is just surprised. I'm sorry, what?
Did you not notice that listing of her? That she was declared queen, and that the only one who we know who fits the king of Barovia is you. Guess what that implies?
You're the king!
And then, of course, she looks at him and then turns away and starts blushing.
He is sort of perturbed.
My advice, don't argue with it right now. If AO has planned it, you two will become close whether or not you try.
He sighs and just puts a hand into his face. Oh my gosh.
Now you know how I felt when I was first learning from him. To understand such things is to wind up having your mind and psyche cast betwixt and between time and space itself, to where learning such secrets makes it impossible to always remember when you are. Luckily, I've had time to learn that, and you will not need to learn such secrets yourself. My advice is simple. Go along with this for now. Do not presume outright that you will simply be the ruler right now. All we know is you are the best fit. You might not be the only one. I'll remind you what you confided in me before. I won't say what. But beyond that, it's most likely you. My advice is simple. Be very cautious from here on out, and do not presume to be a ruler until you actually have a throne which you can sit on safely.
I never wanted a throne in the first place, Soldar.
Yeah, exactly. Again, why I did my best to taunt and tease and prod you to see if you had any hidden ambitions. You don't. That's why you might be the best fit.
He then just sighs into his hand again. Just trying to process all of it.
Oh no, I understand completely. It does not mean you have to like it. But again, like I've said, those who are thrust into power are those who seek it the least, if at all, do not desire it and for any bit, but are the most deserving because they do not seek it. You might not want it, but you might also be the best fit because of that.
And then, of course, Irina mentions, oftentimes oftentimes one of the better kings are ones that were never acquainted with power before.
Wouldn't that even mark me off? Because don't some captains of the guard have always dreamed of bearing into royalty and whatnot and all that?
No.
And all that?
No, unfortunately for you, no. That I have seen tales of a seventh child of the seventh son of a family who was only seen as good for being a shepherd boy be placed on a throne of a king with no reason to be heir that anyone could see. When there was already another king with heirs on the throne, he eventually wound up replacing that king and his heirs. As a captain, you're oddly almost as fit as the shepherd boy was, and he was oddly more fit than any knew.
I'll take this under consideration then, Soldar.
That is all I ask. Bright side, if the description of the prophecy is good, Barovia and the other lands of Ravenloft may merge back with our realm, and you can at least inform when the lady you've served, if this does play out like that, as to why you have to retire, or resign, as it were. She might even help you learn how to rule better. I'd say you're probably the best placed and suited more than you realize. All teasing aside.
Cher, Alright, Cher.
Yeah?
You start to begin to hear a voice. A voice calling a singular name. Vasilisa.
Bastalista.
That's the least of our worries.
Oh.
Everything alright there, Cher?
I hear voices in my head. For real this time, I'm not crazy.
You might just be hearing an animal nearby.
No, it's not animal. It's just the thing.
Okay, should I roll insight or perception?
Roll insight, Soldar.
Oh, for crying out loud! Okay, what's my
Here's
favorite
me.
by the gods buff? I still have that available.
That 7's a lucky number.
Yeah, but it
Yes,
won't get me
seven.
here.
Wait, I have an idea.
What?
Soldar, while you're trying to decipher what this means, you all hear a groaning voice. A loud howl. Father, I am hungry. Feed me.
Priest, what is that?
You then start to see the priest sort of sweat.
Soldar immediately points his quarterstaff right in the priest's face. I'm gonna roll for intimidation real quick, just to be safe.
He's sweating bullets.
Also because intimidation gives me a +3.
Yes.
Oh, what the heck? No.
So, the
No.
priest is-
The dice is rolling lower each time. Here, hold on a second.
Do you
I
want-
need to test something.
Do you want to use a physical dice?
Yeah, I do. I have my own, so let me grab that and the bolt. Oh, drop it right. Frickin'. 7 plus 3. That makes it a 10.
So, he is not intimidated, but he feels like, but he definitely feels off to you, Soldar. What? Look, these lands have been strange to many. For all we know, that could have just been a ghost wailing as the dusk is approaching.
Yeah, so Soldar, not being convinced, goes, "Yeah, you're sweating. Nice try. I don't have to be intimidating to recognize you're lying."
Donovan.
Who is that? Be honest, or the quarterstaff finds itself between your legs.
Donovich. And then, of course, Irina's like, Donovich? Remember I was attacked 7 days ago?
You see Father Donovich sweating even more as he looks at Irina, and Vladislav begins to sit up with and everyone hears the safety of his crossbow flick off, but obviously not pointed at him.
Anna has a hand on the hilt of her short sword.
And then, of course, Irina
Soldar
continues.
immediately preps a firebolt, and his other hand goes, I suggest you start talking, and we're going to make you full of holes, carve the pieces, and extra flambe before I use my quarterstaff to put out your ashes.
Donovich, 7 days ago I was attacked. And yet, I have not heard anything. I have not heard anything about the son that I had met about before that. That son of yours I met before that time. What happened to him?
Like, you just see him just grunting and groaning and just trying to find the right words to say. Strahd.
Strahd
Father,
did what?
please help me. I'm hungry. It is then that he lets his hands fall to his sides. After you were claimed, Irina, you came to my son in the night and turned him.
Turned? How long ago?
7 days ago. There was nothing I could do.
Beyond El Mater actually reversing it, which I'm not certain he'd ever consider, there's no way I know of outright to do it.
I tried everything. And then Irina came to me, and then I tried everything.
What does Aurelius think of this? What does Aurelius think of this? He's a priest of Lathander, but yet he kept an undead abomination alive because it took on the form of his son. But yet you also remember that Lathander told you to go after innocents just because they were of vampiric descent.
Right, so he would feel conflicted, they went after the orders of Lathander while still being a priest. Huh.
I feel like Anna would look angry.
Aurelius, do you have anything you know that could reverse vampirism this far in?
Wait, what?
Do you have anything you know that could reverse vampirism after 7 days?
Well, the thing is that in his church, anytime that somebody got so much as got bitten, they were just immediately killed to put them out of their misery. What Lathander demands of his followers when they were in regards to undead.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason I'm asking, just to make sure there's nothing else he doesn't know personally.
Unfortunately, no. We would have to kill them right away.
And that is part of what causes some to question Lathander. He is more bloodthirsty than any light god should be. If he were a war god of light, that would be understandable. But he has never declared himself an outright war god.
It is then that Sodar, after having heard everything and even reading the journal, your thoughts then come back to that shrine of Imater on top of the coffin of the priest that had come through the lands. Something about it is clawing at the back of your mind.
Priest, come with us to that shrine. I need to inspect it, and you might need to be there to see this. Now.
It is then that Vladislav pushes him forward rather roughly with his hand, with his hand that's free of the crossbow, and Father Donovich just scurries along out as everyone looks upon the Ilmater shrine. That Soldar notices some of the dog tags that clearly Vladislav had put into the hands of Ilmater.
Normal shrine, normal fountain. What do I need to investigate this thing's abilities? Would it be a religion check or an investigation? Or an insight?
It would be
That
a
would be a
religion check.
religion.
Right, that's a +2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if the bot wants to behave.
Sure.
Oh, 13.
All right, so you notice something with the. You know something that is literally between the coffin lid and the shrine itself, hidden within the torso, so that it's connected to the shrine and the coffin lid.
Aurelius, come here and help me move the coffin lid real quick. There's something wedged in here.
Hi.
It is then that Aurelius
Okay,
said,
so Aurelius is gonna have to. Given how heavy this thing is, do you think Aurelius needs to roll a strength check?
yeah, I say Soldar and Aurelius have to roll a strength check to carefully move this shrine off of the lid.
Cher watches
Just note.
Aurelius lift up the coffin.
Okay, so Soldar, yours is a -1. Soldar's, yours is a -1 for strength. Aurelius, you get a +2. Cher, unfortunately, you get a +0. Do you
Alright.
want Irina to help with that?
+0. That's a new one. Okay.
Well, that just means
Do you want Irina to help with that? Do you want Irina to help with that too?
Yeah.
One.
All right,
He has a +2 strength.
all right.
1d20 plus 0.
Mm-hmm. Actually, just a regular 1d20.
Oh, you've got to be
roll a
joking.
7.
Oh, wait, no, I rolled an 18. I'm looking wrong.
I should add a +0 at the end.
You don't have to worry about that, sweetie.
At the very least, you guys will
It's
help
fine
guide
anyway.
it off.
Irina rolled a 17.
All right, so Soldar, Aurelius, and Irina carefully and gently remove this very heavy shrine to Ilmater off of the coffin lid, and then what is left is a piece of the torso that was connected to the lid, but it looks like it's more so like a key and a lock within.
Why the heck is this thing a key?
The priest, Father Donovich, just shrugs. It has always been like that. It was meant to be for my line of priests, but when I put the bones of that Ilmata priest in there, something about it seemed odd at first, but I just left it as is. Figured that it was just simply Ilmater imparting his rule upon the coffin.
Okay. So the torso looks like a key and a lock, right?
More so like it's a compartment. And Soldar, as you reach in to grab this rectangular thing out of the area where the torso once was, you then start to get a distinct feeling you know what to do with it. And you turn to the priest, to the man where
is your son? Take me to him now. I know what I'm doing with this. Don't ask how. I'm not asking myself. I recognize when I've been given an assignment. Lead me to him now.
It is that Father Donovich nods as he leads you back to where the to where the area of which he keeps all the burial goods and whatnot. And he starts to move around the dresser. He moves around a couple of objects, and there's a trap door there.
Of course. You put him in the cellar just because to keep him out of the light, correct?
Yes, it was to protect everyone in the village. I didn't want him feeding on anyone, much less threatening to kill him.
You do realize if
It'll
he hasn't
give
been
him
fed
apple
recently, he
blood.
could potentially go into a rampage the minute he smells blood, right?
I'm sorry, this is all new to me. None of the texts have
I am
told
not
me
holding
anything
it
about this.
against you. I am making certain whether or not you know. All right. In that case, be ready to open it and stand clear. Everyone else be ready to restrain him if he tries to make a run for it.
Okay.
I think
Also,
this, if I
you-
know what I'm doing, which I seem to, this should at least heal him.
Okay, just a note though, I think we're gonna have to call it here if that's okay.
Yeah.
I
been
mean,
more
we
than
can,
3
yeah, we can
hours.
always just do the suspense ending, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right. As Father Donovich nods, he then opens up the cellar door, and all you hear is the clanking of change and the groaning of one word: Father! Father!
And you made certain those chains would hold him?
Father Donovich nods. Yes, I used the best and expensive change that I could find within the village. Lazarus make,
Well,
which I got from Anna.
well then, let me go down and take a look. And with that, Soldar marches down, ushering everyone else to follow him behind.
And
So,
with that, we shall end as everyone descends into the dark cellar. And with that, we shall end today's session.
Yes, indeed. Now, for the final wrap up for the recording, again, everyone, and as per usual, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, share this around. If you have friends, share it with them. And again, if the audio's goofed like the last episode was where I had to replace it with the stream, please comment that immediately so I can fix it as soon as possible. I'm going to hopefully upload
Hopefully the
this
audio's
tomorrow.
okay.
All right.
I believe.
But, yeah. And,
Good night.
Oh, yeah.
Night.
Also, before I forget, everyone, go follow Chelsea on Twitch. Go follow our Anime Guy on Twitch and Kick. Links will be in the description, as will some of the music that we've used this evening. Y'all have a good night. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Night.
All right. So for